A lot of people have been asking me recently, is it a good idea to sell computers and accessories on Amazon? If you are interested in finding out what makes computers and accessories a category to worth selling or not, then what I'm going to do is share my experience in this category with you in a minute. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. Now, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller in the UK, but also as well, a 7-figure Amazon seller in the USA. Woo! Love that. Hopefully in the near future, I'm going to be expanding into another marketplace, and if you're interested in learning how I'm doing it and what I'm learning on that journey, do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But hey, what are we going to go through today in this video? So first things first, number one, let's give you a little bit of backstory why we're making the video. Number two, let's talk about, is it a good idea to actually sell computers and accessories on Amazon? And finally, number three, I'll share some personal thoughts about it in my eyes, what I think as well. So let's go through. Now, first things first, let's give you a backstory. Now, if you don't know, we have recently started looking at the computers and accessories area within my business and seen it's been okay. It's not been amazing, we've had risks, and hence why I'm making the video today, but we're going to share some of that experience. Now, if you want to know, we have achieved a total of about £25,000 in sales in this category, which is good, but it is about probably 10% of our revenue over the course of September overall. So about 10% of our revenue came from this category. Now, if you are interested in learning more about what we learn on this new category that we're looking at, then obviously I'll share with you now. Okay, so let's talk about, is it actually a good idea to sell computers and accessories on Amazon, obviously based on our experience. Now, what I will say is that in this category and what we've seen before, and the reason why we looked at it, we've seen products like printers, tablets, scanners. These are big value products, but also they can have good profits. Should we say, I still remember to this day a video that I did with a good friend of mine called Gavin Sweeney, who first started, and he talked to me, and I still talk about this now, how he was walking around the London Tube with printers under each arm during COVID because he was buying them for like £50 and selling them for 150. Absolutely loved it. Now, it was good, but that was during COVID, so that's a different time. But what I will say is, in addition to thinking about the products and obviously what I've seen before, what we've seen is that a lot of new sellers are generally not buying these products or not getting involved in it, which means there is less competition, which can be quite helpful. Selling computers and accessories, and the negative side of it is that while they have bigger purchase price, and bigger purchase price generally means more profit, it comes with the disadvantages that computers and accessories are expensive. If things go wrong, that's really going to cost you. So the bigger value of the product you're selling, obviously, of course, the higher the profit, cash profit you're going to make. But if there's a problem, returns, damages, for example, it's just going to cost you a lot more. We're seeing things here like 50, 100, 150 pounds and above. Now, not only that, we're also experiencing a lot of suppliers are actually cancelling orders because of limited stock, which is a real pain for us. If you are looking to buy in bulk and obviously invest a lot more, this is going to be a real challenge. And I think perhaps maybe why this only represents 10% of our revenue, not any more than that. So certainly an area you can look at, high purchase price, potentially high cash profits, but also there are cancelled orders and returns are going to be costly for you. Something to think about. Sourcing, finding products. This is hard work and probably one of the most time-consuming things that we ever do within our Amazon businesses. Now, if maybe you are struggling to do this, maybe you don't have the time, or perhaps maybe you've got more capital now and just need some more leads and deals, and what I do is recommend check out FastTrackFBA leads. Quite simply, we've got teams of sources in the US and in the UK sourcing for deals, and what do? They put them all onto our web platform. Now, quite simply, you come in, you buy tokens, and then you get to review every single deal that my team have put on there. And what you do is you look at the keeper charts, the profitability, everything, the competition that you want to see. You get to pick and choose those deals that you want. And when you found a deal that you like, you exchange those tokens and you unlock the deal, getting the supplier URL and the Amazon ASIN. This process puts you back in control and allows you to buy only deals that you want when you want. Trust me, it's completely game-changing and no one else is doing anything like it. Check it out, fasttrackfba.com/leads. I'll drop a link down below. Right, this leads me nicely onto my third and my final chapter. Let's talk about some personal thoughts on my side. Now look, like I said earlier, our total sales in computers and accessories in the month of September alone was about 25,000 or 26,000, I think it was. This is about 10% of our total revenue in the UK, which is good. And we're kind of we're exploring different categories, and I'll release some kind of videos over the future about different categories we're looking at. But what will I say? Well, I'll say, look, what we are seeing internally, and like I talked about before, is that when I see those sales, I'm like, wow, that's like a nice profit. But obviously what we're doing is selling one product, which is a very high value product. What we're not doing is selling lots of low value products. Now, when you sell lots of low value products, the profit adds up. The high value one, absolutely fine. And that's why I kind of go, wow, that looks great. But on the other side is when you get the returns, you're like, that's not so great. So I do think that's an area that kind of is highs and lows. And I think if you're getting started, I'd probably say maybe might not want to go in this category. Why? Because a lot of the products we're seeing, they're probably going to be like 100, maybe 200 pound sale price. That's pretty expensive. And if you're starting with 1,000 or 2,000, maybe 3,000 pounds, that's a large proportion of your inventory to invest in one or two products. And if it goes wrong, you're losing a lot of money. But if you've got bigger cash values, then possibly this could be an area to go for. And it could be a good opportunity for you to really think about. So maybe starting out, go for the lower value items. It could be in the same category, it could be in another category. If you're a more experienced seller, this could be an opportunity as well. But my God, the one thing I'll say is regardless of computers and electronics or beauty or toys and healthcare or whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out there, look at other categories. Too many times we're focusing solely on certain categories. We need to be looking for different products because that's going to give us an edge. And at the end of the day, it's the edge which is going to get you paid. Keep finding your edge. Don't necessarily do what I say, but find something which is going to work for you and obviously do that. Once it works, and keep doing it. Trust me, that is the game that we're playing. That's what you need to always be doing or challenging the teams to be doing. What I will say is that after watching this video about computers and accessories and the category to think about, you might want to consider watching a video or a playlist I've created previously called Sourcing 101, which is going to teach you all the different sourcing techniques that are going to really help you out in regards to managing your business and looking at different categories and applying those sourcing techniques. And I'll drop that around here, so check that out. Now, hopefully you like this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson, FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.